24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the In the Spotlight show, only on 106.2 Slam Radio, entertaining you guys for the next hour. As always, we're bringing you a variety of talented guests, not only on today's show, but also over the next few episodes, showcasing their stories. So stay tuned and locked in. Whether it's personal achievements, career goals hit, success stories from really testing events, wherever the story we want to hear. This show is all about providing you, the listener, a platform to showcase your talent or success story. As we firmly believe, we have too many hidden gems out there, and our promise is we will uncover these over the next few weeks. So catch us weekly on Tuesdays between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. So today's agenda, I feel like a headliner here. Today's show, we're bringing on our special guest, Sunny, half owner of the Farmhouse Restaurant in Coventry, who will be delving into the life of entrepreneurship and discussing the hard graft it's taken to get where they are now. We'll also be speaking about the phenomenal charity work that was carried out by Sunny and his team recently. We'll be playing the 60 seconds in the spotlight quickfire round. That's the only thing I look forward to be honest. Plus a roundup of upcoming guests we're hoping to have on the show. Guys, we really want to hear from you today. So why not get in touch by calling us on 01733 602 133 or text us on 07411 191 062. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, drop us a comment or any questions you may have. But firstly, let's kickstart the show to reintroducing my guest from last week, Brother Shaz. Shaz.
Assalamu alaikum to all our listeners, viewers, and assalamu alaikum to you as well, Brother Shafeel.
Wa alaikum salam, Shaz. How are we feeling today?
Alhamdulillah, yourself?
Alhamdulillah. Another week, another Tuesday,
Inshallah.
another show. I think it's week 3, isn't it?
Week 3 indeed, yeah.
Time is just absolutely flying.
The year's flying, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's literally absolutely flying. I was just thinking today, we're on the 6th of Feb. A couple of weeks down the line, it's Ramadan. The Ramadan normally flies by. And, before you know it, you're touching late spring, even close to summer.
That's it, yeah.
It's like we're kind of...
Not long to go yet for summer now.
Yeah, we're trying to make the most of it. I'm trying to make the most of it, especially the next few weeks. Inshallah, getting ready for the month of Ramadan.
Inshallah.
And Shaz, as our listeners already know you from your charity work, Unite for Humanity, I know the run-up to Ramadan, it must be really busy with you guys, especially with projects, appeals, etc. Do you have any projects coming up as we get closer to Ramadan that really stand out for you?
Yeah, of course. Like with any charities, Ramadan tends to be a busy part of the year for us, as well as obviously keeping our fast. We're also supporting our brothers and sisters in various countries. So inshallah, as everyone's aware, with the situation in Gaza, we'll be continuing with our work inside Gaza during the month of Ramadan. We're heading off to Uganda next Sunday.
Oh, wow. Mashallah.
Uganda in Africa. So inshallah, we'll be making preparations for a Ramadan food packs there as well. So keep an eye on our Facebook page and our website for further details, inshallah.
Is that with your whole team? Are they all based from Peterborough?
Myself from Peterborough and a volunteer from Burnley, inshallah.
Burnley, mashallah. And how long will you be out there for?
We'll be out there for just under 7 days, inshallah. So we'll be out there to try and prepare for a Ramadan in Uganda, inshallah. We're quite active in Africa. So inshallah, this year we've made a decision to travel out there just to see some of our projects and inshallah continue supporting our brothers and sisters in Uganda.
Mashallah, no, that's great to hear. As our listener, I want to just make clear, with Unite for Humanity, they do have a page where you can see all the details about any projects, any appeals, how you can also help, whether it's donations, food packs or water wells, etc., or even taking part of any sort of fundraising activity based in Peterborough or any other cities, etc. Their team is a dedicated team. I know Shaz for a while now, he's also helps me out with my charity events. So, these guys can definitely vouch for. So, inshallah, definitely do have a look at Unite for Humanity website, see what kind of upcoming appeals that they have. Inshallah, and get on board, especially with Ramadan coming along. The more we can raise for any cause, inshallah, the more better it is for everyone. So, inshallah, definitely do reach out to Brother Shaz and his team from Unite for Humanity. I know, Shaz, this is something away from the charity element, but, I was talking to someone the other day about the 90s and how it was like being a kid then to what it is now. You know, I look at my nephew and nieces at home, and all they are on the gadgets like most people. You know, and I remember back in the days, you know, we used to have the street football, the cricket, especially after school. Obviously, it used to be hit and miss with the cards.
Conkers competition. How could you forget that?
Yeah.
You know, we used to specialise in conkers. So
Wait.
you know, the 90s, you know, I think, you know, being an 80s child,
Yeah.
you know, there was no technology available in the 90s. So
No.
a lot of our spare time was spent with friends, you know,
Yeah.
be out there on the streets. You know, it was a safe environment. I know it sounds like, you know, playing on the streets, it's not always recommended. But in the 90s,
Yeah.
there weren't that many vehicles on the road.
No.
You know, some of the streets used to have hardly any vehicles travel
Yeah.
up and down there. So, you know, we used to play in the parks. You know, we used to play knock knock door ginger. You know,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
sorts of you know, weird games. But alhamdulillah, you know, times have changed now. It tends
Yeah.
to be more of a tech world now. With
Yeah.
a lot of the youngsters. And I don't think it's been very rare since I've seen anyone play Conkers. To be fair,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't get to hear much about it. So
It's definitely been a while. I remember, you know, even just communicating with friends nowadays is over, you know, calls, texts, etc. But back in days, you're
you used
knocking
to
on.
knock on physically
physically
actually
knock
get
on
out of your
doors.
house and knock on the doors.
See, I was that guy. I used to knock on the door.
I don't know,
You know, the mate's open. I'm there. If I see like the mum or dad open the door,
You
etc.,
hide behind the wall.
hide it, mate.
Yeah.
Oh God, through the alleyways,
You know,
all the cars.
You know, we used to have a lot of respect for our elders.
Yeah,
You know, there was
yeah.
a fear factor as well. So, alhamdulillah, they were good old times.
Yeah, no, exactly. Is there something that would? I know you said about the conkers and stuff. Is there anything that would stand out for you back in the 90s?
Definitely, yeah. You know, our mosque classes. You know,
Yeah.
You know, all the masjid classes, whether it was early in the morning,
Yeah.
whether it was after school.
Yeah.
You know, alhamdulillah, there were some great memories.
Yeah, yeah. See, I've got a lot of memories, both good, bad, etc., and some were a bit different, shall I say? And there's one, I don't know if you find this off something, but you know, back in the days, I remember me and my mates were obviously young, and we're going out. The further we can go is just the next block. I remember there's a lot of people outside the house. This is in Millfield area, and like, proper crying, like early in the morning. And I've gone up there, and we're thinking, especially one lady, she's really crying really bad, and we're thinking, what's going on here? And we're going there, and again, just emotions are running wild, and we're thinking, well, someone's gone, you know, something's really bad's happened. So we've asked one person, you know, like, what's going on? No one's really replying to us. Then I looked at my mate, he's got tears, I saw him in tears. We look at each other, we're bursting out crying, but we don't know what's going on.
Crying.
And then we asked one, I think it was a gentleman, we asked him, you know, go, what happened? Like, ooh, someone passed away, someone happened. He goes, oh, but don't worry, she's just going to Pakistan for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly what that does.
I used to get quite a few of those from family members. Used to be very emotional with a lot of the
Very
family
emotional.
members. You know, they used to travel out to Pakistan on the basis that they might not return back to the
Yeah.
So, alhamdulillah. But now it's a common thing. You know, you travel up and down Pakistan quite often now. So it's every couple of
Exactly.
months.
And you can actually say good luck and, you know, have a good time on, you know,
Definitely.
the right way. You know, guys, if you get any stories from the past, from the 90s, etc., or even back 80s, 70s, do drop a message on Facebook, etc., or give us a text. We're more than happy to obviously read them out, as long as they're sensible, of course. Inshallah, you know, it's great to kind of mix in with these kind of stories and stuff. So, no, definitely. Guys, that kind of leads me on to nicely with the community and stuff, and we actually have got an event coming up. We've got a charity event, we've got a commercial event. The charity event is over at the stadium, Posh Football Ground, hosted by Unite for Humanity, where is the second year running now, the stadium iftar. Inshallah. So we don't have a limit in terms of people. We are still confirming the dates, which I'll know in the next few days. Inshallah. But you know, once the tickets are out there, they really snap up quick. Last year we had a huge surge of demand once we were sold out. So inshallah, you know, once the tickets are out, do get hold of them, inshallah. And any other information you want to know about the charity, again, contact Shaz Unite for Humanity. But again, that's the stadium iftar happening in Peterborough, hosted by Unite for Humanity during the month of Ramadan. You know, you'll obviously have your iftar meal, a 2 or 3 course meal. You'll have nasheeds, you'll have lectures by Imam Koli, etc., and further guests. So it should be a great evening, inshallah. And also, guys, just want to highlight the next Chili's World event. This is a commercial event. Proudly announced, we have Cambridgeshire's biggest pre-Ramadan festival happening over at Glaston Community Centre on the Sunday, 3rd of March, between the times of 12 p.m, 6 p.m. Instead of you guys going out of town to purchase necessities for Ramadan, we're bringing this right to the heart of Peterborough. There'll be money stalls present ranging from abayas, jubbas, artwork, tasbees, all the way to viewing any offers for that sunflower oil at Kajur. I released a post yesterday, and alhamdulillah, we've had an influx of store bookings. So please do keep them coming. We want to make these kind of events successful and bigger every year, inshallah, in the heart of Peterborough. It is a community event. We keep reinvesting back in these projects, etc., just so there's always something new happening in Peterborough. That's the main purpose of these events. So definitely come on board. It'd be a great time for both adults, parents, and for the kids. So again, it's a family-friendly event, loads of stores, kids activities such as bouncy castles, indoor go-kart, racetracks, face painting, bringing the community together. So leave your kids at obviously the activities, not at home whilst you're there. As you also shop. That's 3rd of March, Glaston Community Centre, between 12 p.m. 6 p.m. Cambridgeshire's biggest pre-Ramadan festival, hosted by Shili's World. So guys, if you're watching on Facebook Live or listening through the radio, it's almost time to have a guest for the week dial in. Guys, I'm so excited to announce we have as our first guest one of the most exciting restaurants now in UK. An established brand with the likes of Amir Khan, Chris Eubank Sr. and even Deontay Wilder attended their fine premises. A beacon of cookery excellence with award-winning street food. A self-startup which now has a wide range following. As a restaurant, they are not only changing the game, but inspiring a new generation of eateries. Guys, that's right. I'm talking about the owner of the Farmhouse restaurant is now live dialing into the studio. We want to answer your questions in. So by calling us through on 01733 602 133 or give us a text on 074 11 191 062. So guys, let me just see whether we got Sunny online now. Sunny, welcome to the In the Spotlight show. How are you feeling?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, brother, I'm good. I'm just going to turn up the volume a bit my end. Is the sound everything okay your end, brother?
Yeah, bang on, perfect.
Perfect. Brother, thank you for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure for having you on our show, especially, with the background, the business, the whole setup. You're coming from both you and your brother, alhamdulillah. Definitely we've got a good following, watching out for the show today, inshallah. And, we're hoping to get to your journey in terms of how it started, how it's followed through, and, what you guys are actually doing right now. So, no, alhamdulillah again, brother, thank you for turning up on the show.
No, thank you for having me.
Nah, no problem at all. We love guests like you, bro. So definitely, it's more than welcome, brother. So, boss, just to kick off. Obviously, we've given you a bit of an introduction. So this is more towards the viewers listening at home. We lightly touched upon your background, but can you give a brief outline of what your business is and what it represents to you, but also to everyone who visits?
Yeah, so basically it's the Farmhouse restaurant. We're like a fusion steakhouse. We've been going for about 16 years now. But I think we decided to make a restaurant that was different. But ultimately now we focus on, obviously, for the people, a family-based restaurant where you can come, dine, relax, and, enjoy yourself and feel comfortable in a comfortable Muslim environment as well. But that's the main thing. It's about making everybody feel comfortable and welcome.
No, that's perfect to hear. And just in terms of the size of your restaurant now, how much is the seater at the moment?
I think it's touching near 400 seats now.
Oh wow, mashallah. That is brilliant.
400, yeah.
That is, alhamdulillah. And said, if we were to take it back from the start of your journey, what was it that actually inspired you to pursue this journey of yours, which ultimately led into the restaurant industry?
Well, to be honest, I kind of just fell into the restaurant industry. I had no plan of obviously getting involved in the restaurant industry or, pursuing this career. When I was younger, my dad used to be a chef, but he just started doing business as well. But when I turned about 16, 17, I went to college. College wasn't for me. And then I was looking for a job. and my uncle approached me. He said, "Look, why don't you come and work in my restaurant?"
Yeah.
So then obviously I was working in his restaurant, and he said, it's time for you. Like, I've done exceptionally well there because, I don't know, maybe I was just good at my job, but
Yeah.
I've done exceptionally well there. My dad seen it. My dad said, "You know what? Let's open a restaurant." So then, lo and behold, we opened a farmhouse and took it from there. And I've been here for 16 years
Oh wow,
and
mashallah.
counting.
Mashallah.
Yeah.
No, definitely. I wouldn't recommend you to move. Obviously, you got your own mindset, but no, bro, stay there. You're doing well. We want to see you double your success. Triple your success. That's
Inshallah.
what we want to be
Hopefully,
seeing
inshallah.
from
Let's see.
you guys. Inshallah.
Yeah.
I remember watching one of your podcasts. That farmhouse name that was already established in terms of just the name, isn't it? But then you guys brought your own specific brand
Yeah.
through, isn't it?
So when we purchased it, it was just a regular pub, and
Yeah.
it was called the Farmhouse. So
Yeah.
we thought, look, let's take it over, see what it's about, check the clientele, see what the kind of customers are coming through the door, and then after that, we just thought, you know what, leave it as Farmhouse, and we'll see it where it goes from here. When we introduced like the new Indian menu and Kashmiri food and all that kind of stuff, then we thought, you know what, it is the Farmhouse. Let's just leave it as Farmhouse, and then we just built a brand on Farmhouse and took it from there.
Ah, perfect. And I know you briefly touched on it before, but just in terms of your education, so you left at the age of 16, 17. So that would have been
Yeah,
touching sixth form or college at that time?
yeah. So I've done my GCSEs, then I went to college. I actually got kicked out of college, but that's a different story.
We got time, bro. We got time.
So got kicked out of college. Just as a youth, obviously we weren't the best behaved. We weren't really into our studies as much as our parents wanted us to be. They always said, "Put your head down and study, or you're gonna end up in a restaurant." And then we ended up in a restaurant. We went to college. College wasn't for me. I just left, and then my brother completed college.
Yeah.
He actually was going to go to uni, and then I said to him as well, I go, "Look, we're going to open a restaurant, me, you and Dad, and you can't be doing uni and the restaurant. It's either one or the other." And so he left uni as well. So basically, we didn't pursue a career in college or uni, which I personally, after being in business and learning different skills and stuff, etc., I don't believe college and uni is the way forward.
Yeah.
For a lot of the youth, and I believe that a lot of the youth should start work and start business if they believe that's for them. And college and uni is not the only way to success.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's that mindset, isn't it, when you're going through the education system? It's like a formal process: school, sixth form / college, and then to university degree.
Ultimately, my views on it is like it's the rat race. So
Yeah.
you go to school, college, uni, then you get a job.
Yeah.
You're working you're working at the bottom. After 10 years, you finally make it to the top. By the time you make it to the top, you've got tax, you've got all these bills to pay, and by the age of 40, you've just about done it.
Yeah.
And then guess what? Yeah, you're gonna. Then guess what? You got family and kids. Then guess what? You can't do anything. So
You're stuck in it, bro.
I don't want to really go carry on. I'd rather Andrew Tate if I carry on.
Yeah.
I just think that the youth of today, I think they should just, if they want to do business, there's a lot of opportunities out there. You've got a lot of social media and everything else, a lot of tools, not like you had back in the day.
Yeah,
it's very easy to do business.
So it's like the resources are actually readily available now. Like most of them are actually free online, whether it's YouTube videos, whether it's online courses.
100%.
Instead of going on a course within uni and then being in crazy amount of debt if you're going towards that route.
Of course.
No, definitely.
Yeah, of course. But I think it's not all about pleasing mum and dad and saying, look, mum and dad saying, "Oh, we want you to be a doctor," or something professional. You can make more money than doctors. Look, I know doctors now who are making what, $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
What's the point of being a doctor when you can make that in a day?
Yeah. No, definitely.
That's what it comes down to ultimately, and look, paying your bills, looking after your family, and making sure everyone's financially at ease.
Yeah. No, definitely. And for our younger audiences now, as you mentioned, you open up at early age. Did you get worried at any point, in terms of thinking in the back of your mind, the stability, reassurance, the contingency plan if something, God forbid, goes wrong and didn't go to plan? For example, like your brother, he would have stepped back from university at that time.
Yeah.
Did you guys have worries thinking, oh,
I
sugar, what
think,
if something doesn't go
I'll be
wrong?
honest with you, at the start, look, we had my dad with us as well, and it was
Yeah.
a family thing. So my dad said to us, look, let's open our own place and take from there. So if my dad tells me to jump off a cliff, I'm going to jump off a cliff. If my dad tells me to come into the restaurant, I'm coming to the restaurant.
Yeah, fair
It
play. Fair
depends,
play.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've got that die-hard mentality, so
Yeah.
we were just all or nothing. And my dad actually bought our house, like remortgaged our house against the restaurant to get the restaurant. So it was
So you had
either
full
you
faith
work
in it.
to make it successful or you become homeless.
Exactly.
Um,
Sometimes you have to take those risks, isn't it?
It was basically do or die, basically. We
Yeah.
have to do it. We ain't got no choice. And the worst comes to worst, what's going to happen? We're going to start from rock bottom.
Yeah.
We're already at rock bottom.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Exactly. The only way it's going to be up, isn't it?
we got nothing to lose, everything to gain, so it was okay.
See, this actually leads on, nicely to the next question. I got a feeling what you're going to say,
Go on.
like in terms of the answer. So, who was the most influential person during the early stages of your career? I know you worked side by side with your brother. Would you say your brother was the most sport? But now hearing you mentioning another figure, I'm keen to know what your answer will be to that question.
Influential. As in the
Influential.
restaurant game.
Your journey
Just
from the start.
As a person.
As a person to show journey from the start, someone who you would say that you looked up to or supported you at that time, even through the bad days, early on.
I'd say probably my dad,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
My dad's always been my hero, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's always worked hard for us, like from a young age. He's took on 2-3 jobs.
Yeah.
And I've always seen him from a young age grafting and, working hard. And it's just, I think as a youngster, when you see your dad working hard, you come to realize that you think that this is normal, this is how we're meant to be, this is how men are meant to be.
Yeah.
Whereas if my dad had it easy and just done a 9 to 5, I'd think, you know what, my life is should be like an easy 9 to 5 as well.
Yeah.
But I think my dad do 16-hour shifts, 18-hour shifts, and never come home sometimes. But and then he took me under his wing at 13 and said, come on, work in the shop with me, work in the takeaway with me, and do other things. So I think ultimately my dad was the most. It was hard work, but and I know. Look, when you go into a business, either you work hard or it fails. There's no other option. Whatever you put in, that's what you're going to get out.
Exactly. I've always had this input from early age, whether it's in my studying, education, or any work that I do. Input equals output. Wherever you import,
whatever you're putting in, that's what you're getting out.
Exactly. So, and if it doesn't work out in terms of, you're putting all this crazy amount of effort in, have faith, have faith,
100%,
trust in Allah.
You have to have faith in Allah, that's it.
Exactly. And it will happen at the right time. Like, look at you guys, you young age, things had to happen before you get onto this route. And, mashallah, you guys are doing extremely, extremely well. So,
Alhamdulillah.
The risk that your father took at that age, mashallah, it's worked out wonderful. 'Cause I remember one of your podcasts. I think your brother was mentioning, at the first week, you guys were probably, I think, less than a K a week or something, and it wasn't a plan where you want to go forward. But now, alhamdulillah, it could be like a K a table, like a group booking. Mashallah. So, and that comes from effort.
When we first took over, the restaurant was doing such a small amount of sale that we were actually struggling to pay the bills, pay the wages, and even just pay the general overheads after a month. Like, for example, we had electric bills, gas bills, extra. So, for example, if we were making, I think a month, a week, it was about 2,000. But the people who sold us the business showed us figures that they were doing 10,000 a week.
I remember watching that. Yeah.
And that's what done us over really, because we were just like, whoa, we haven't got enough to pay our overheads, so we had to literally get rid of all the staff, and it was just me and Vic working at the front, and it was just it was a big risk at the end of the day, but alhamdulillah, it paid off, man. So it was okay.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. We've got like a minute, 20 seconds left before our commercial kicks in for 4 minutes. But Sunny, I do know, from watching your previous shows that you guys attended, you guys are not the guys to just stand in the back and just for the name, etc. I've heard about you guys cleaning the floors, table service, etc. And starting from there to the position you guys got now in terms of managing your staff, and even then you want to be front of the house. So mashallah, I definitely want to make that point to the listeners. Listen to Brother Sunny has to say in terms of the grafting, listening to also your fathers in terms of how they feeling. Growing up, the risk that they had to take, because this is massive in terms of building your character and succeeding in life.
100%, you have to lead from the front, brother.
Yeah.
You can't lead from the back.
Yeah, exactly.
So all the workers are with you. You're at the front. You're pulling them with you. You're not at the back whipping them.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Yeah.
In business, I believe you have to lead from the front.
Mashallah.
It's very important that you get your hands dirty and you show others how to do work.
Yeah, mashallah, you're absolutely right.
You clean the toilets. But nobody's bigger than anybody else, you know what I mean?
Exactly, and that's a humble. We're just on adverts now, so guys, we catch you as soon as
Stay
we're done.
tuned to Salam Radio after this short ad break.
Satisfy your cravings at Ibrahimi Buffet Restaurant. Enjoy a tantalising variety of Chinese, Italian, Pakistani and comfort food favourites, from starters to desserts. Kids under 5 dine for free, so bring the whole family to our restaurant at 63 Sycamore Avenue. Open every day from 5pm to 10:30pm. Call us on 01733 313131 or book online to reserve your table. Ibrahimi-restaurant.co.uk. Every bite is a delight at Ibrahimi Buffet Restaurant.
Masterminds Tuition Academy is for your high schoolers, your something to provers, your subject strugglers and keen learners, your brave jumpers and fist pumpers. Affordable personalised learning plans are delivered through our centres in schools across Peterborough. But not to worry, we also provide online and home visits with flexible timings. Whether it is maths, English, science or 11+, Masterminds is a must. Find us on all socials and visit our website mastermindstuitionacademy.com or call us on 07516 166 003. Masterminds, master the matrix.
Where can you get high quality and low prices? Amar Food Store and Halal Meat in Lincoln Road, Triangle is the place to go. Pay us a visit and take advantage of our special offers and great range of products on groceries, vegetables, fruits and halal meat. Also send money to Pakistan absolutely free. We have all top brands at special offers, offer free customer parking and provide a free local delivery service. Amar Food Store and Halal Meat, 613B Lincoln Road, Peterborough. Call us on 01733 687 374. High in quality, low in prices.
Thinking of laser hair removal but worried about cost? Well Skin Clinic, Peterborough's #1 aesthetic clinic, offers 0% finance on courses of laser hair removal. We perform thousands of treatments using the Soprano titanium in our prestigious clinic. Virtually pain-free and suitable for all skin types, our team of aesthetic professionals can help you achieve your goals affordably. Well Skin Clinic, making life-changing aesthetic treatments affordable for all. 40 Cowgate, Peterborough. Call or WhatsApp us on 01733 555540.
At Master's Pharmacy, we put your health and convenience first. We offer free blood pressure checks and blister-packed medication. With our free same-day prescription delivery service, you can have your medication when you need it. We also offer travel vaccinations, including Hajj and Umrah, along with other services to meet all your pharmacy needs. For more information, contact Master's Pharmacy on 01733 567 208 or visit us at 303 Lincoln Road, PE1 2PH.
2020 World Buffet is inspired by the best foods from around the world. See our teppanyaki chefs grill your food to order, or choose delicious Indian, Italian, Chinese, Mexican dishes and British favourites, all halal. 2020 World Buffet offers you unlimited food at a set price. Open 7 days for lunch and dinner. Catering, wedding and party services available too. Call 01733 566 320 or visit 2020buffet.co.uk. 2020 World Buffet, 35 New Road, Peterborough, PE1 1FJ.
This is Salam Radio, Peterborough's Muslim.
Assalamu alaikum, guys, and welcome back to In the Spotlight show. You know, alhamdulillah, we are so honored to have our guest from the Farmhouse Restaurant in Coventry, Brother Sunny. He's joined us for the last 15-20 minutes speaking about his journey, how he started off, etc. You know, we're fortunate enough to have him for the next 20 minutes before the show closes. Sunny, brother, are you still with us? We haven't scared you off, have we?
No, alhamdulillah, I'm still here.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you, bro. So, Sunny, just carrying on from our conversation before, you know,
Yeah.
I want to kind of like fast forward a few years, and also I want to definitely speak about your charity element, because that was a massive thing, and I think all our viewers should be, you know, able to listen to that and how you guys got that started. But before that, fast forward a few years. So I followed you on socials, and I can see you have a number of high-profile guests who have kind of visited your restaurant, including the likes of, you know, Amir Khan, Chris Eubank Sr., Guz Khan, Adam Traore, and other reality show celebs. But the one that stood out for me was like Deontay Wilder. Like, how on earth have you got one of the best boxers in our generation, you know, from the US, randomly rock up to your restaurant, mashallah? You know, I was thinking, why were not there, bro? You guys must have been buzzing.
Yeah, it was a bit of a funny story, to be honest. We didn't, like, you know, expect it, but one of our mates gave us a call, and back in the day, we used to do, when, like, 5 years, 6 years into the restaurant industry, we started to buy a couple of, you know, big cars like Rolls Royces, etc. And we opened like a small car hire company.
Yeah.
One of my friends rang me and goes, "Look, I got he manages like these boxes and stuff. He goes, I got Deontay Wilder coming for a week in the UK, and you know, I need a Rolls Royce to chauffeur him around in London, Birmingham, etc." So basically, wow. I said to him, "Look, I'll do the chauffeuring for him, and I'll take him around the UK as long as he comes to the restaurant and has some food and does some pictures with some, like, you know, all the customers and stuff." So that was it, really. And then we just got lucky and called him in, and that was it. He came down, had some food, and took loads of photos with people.
MashaAllah, absolutely smash it. I'm just saying, you know, next time that ever happens from London, just, you know, you can swing by me, bro. Me and Brother Shaz are always available, bro. Let us know. We're there, bro.
Now, alhamdulillah, you know, whenever anybody comes to the UK, we always get a call.
Yeah.
And say, "Oh, do you want him to come down?" And I was like, you know, we're more than happy to have these people come down.
MashaAllah. You guys must have been buzzing. Like, is being starstruck even a thing for you guys anymore, MashaAllah? You know,
I'll tell you the truth, there's some people who come and they've obviously got very high status, but they're very down to earth.
Yeah.
So we like that. It doesn't matter who's famous, who's not famous.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, everybody's the same to us. But you get some famous people, they come in and they're very, very humble, down to earth, nice people. Yeah. And, you know, you could just get on with them and have a normal chat.
Yeah.
But then you get some that are very, you know,
egotistical
high and mighty, and we just leave them to it, man.
Yeah.
No point.
I don't.
But we like the humble ones. They're better. They're better.
No, mashallah, no, you're definitely right, especially with yours and your brother's character. Again, like from some of the videos I watched of you guys in your podcast, mashallah, definitely humble, down to earth people and stuff. And you know, one thing I noticed about no, exactly. I think one thing I noticed about you guys are not afraid to mention where you started and what you currently still do for the customer. It's a massive thing.
I don't think you should ever be ashamed of where you were brought up or where you came from, or because that's what the whole part of the journey, you know.
Yeah. Like
people will say, "Oh, well, we were originally born in Allen Rock, born and raised there. From Allen Rock went to Ward End, Hutch Hill, etc." But there's nothing wrong with, you know, being born in the manor. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
At the end of the day, that's what makes you. Like, you know, builds your character, makes you more versatile. Yeah. And motivates you ultimately to become something out of nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think the youngsters need to, a lot of people put themselves down and say, oh, how are we going to do this? How can we do that? But nothing is impossible, man. As long as you put your faith in Allah, listen to your parents, and
Yeah.
work hard, I think anything is achievable, man.
And the thing is, like with youngsters now, to be honest, even when I was younger, sometimes I would have that mindset, like I'll think so much in terms of what I want to do, but I spend more time thinking than actually doing. And following a couple of your podcasts, yours and your brothers, you've got that mentality where I've heard it several times where
just get it done, man.
Exactly. One evening you thought of an idea, and next morning you're cracking on with it.
Next morning we're doing 100%.
Exactly.
I believe that's the only way to progress, because a lot of people procrastinate, so they say, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to open my business, I'm going to do this. Bro, there's no point talking. Stop talking and start doing.
Exactly.
Take the risk. You got to take the risk. No risk, no reward. Ultimately, like, nobody's ever got successful or ever got wealthy or ever got rich, without risk.
Yeah.
There's always been a risk element. And if there's no risk element, then there's no reward.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And I think people need to be a bit braver and take the risk and put their belief in Allah and take the risk. And inshallah, if you got good intention, clean heart, you'll always win.
Mashallah, no, that is absolutely brilliant advice, and I hope all our listeners at home are taking this on board, because these are massive things that we can learn in life. And guys, just for our listener at home, if you do have any questions for Brother Sunny, do ping us a call on 01733 602 133, or give us a text on 074 1119 1062, where you can come live into the studio. Inshallah, definitely, we are so blessed to have Brother Sunny joining us today. And Sunny, definitely one thing I've definitely been waiting today to speak to you about is the charity campaign that you guys had recently, obviously with the Middle East crisis, etc. I do believe it was something along the lines of every like of the post that you put out on social media, you would donate £1. I believe that's correct. And also, how many likes were there in there? And what was the actual total amount raised? I heard it was something spectacular. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. The whole Palestine situation obviously is still going on, and we still need to be vocal about it.
Yeah.
But back, like, when we done the event and we raised the money, it was very, very at its peak, and it's a very sensitive subject, and it's very close to our hearts as well. At the end of the day, look, they're Muslim brothers and they're suffering, and it's a very tough situation for them. So what we can do, our hands are tied here. The most we can do is, send our money or try and get them some aid or do what we can.
Exactly.
As being from the UK and stuff. But we just thought, you know what, let's do something different. Let's try and get everybody involved. Let's try and create more awareness.
Yeah.
And I think this was the perfect way to do it. So I think we got 150,000 likes on it.
Oh, wow. MashaAllah.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. So then what we were doing, we were planning an event, a charity event, where there was a dinner and people came and donated as well, and we had prizes, and we done an auction, and we done a lot of things. I even auctioned off my watch on the day, and one of the brothers was good enough to buy it for about 35 grand. So alhamdulillah.
And this was all happening in your premises in terms of the auctions and the events?
Yeah, we've got a separate area in the restaurant which caters for about 90 to 100 people. So we just invited, a few friends and people that we know, and just the brothers. They came down, had some food, and then alhamdulillah, we had a lot of good brothers join us, like Lime Tree Clinic, Cameron Arifi, he helped us out a lot, and Adam Tiani and all that kind of stuff. But it was really good, bro. But look, we done what we can from our part, so we stopped selling coke, whatever things that are supporting the Israel and ultimately killing our brothers and sisters. We don't want to be part of that.
Yeah.
So as a restaurant, we believe that it's not. When I was young, my uncle told me two things you don't discuss in restaurants: religion and politics.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just one of those things
he
where you
said
have
to
to
me,
carry on as a business, isn't it?
that was his rule when he was training me. He goes, don't discuss these two things. But I've actually gone against it, and I believe that as Muslims we should speak up on matters. We shouldn't stay silent. We
Yeah.
should speak up on
And
what
he's-
is going on, and if something's not fair, it's not fair.
No, definitely.
And,
And that relates to the whole world, isn't it, in terms of any sort of humanitarian crisis? Because
every human
human.
life is important, bro.
Yeah, no,
It's
it
not
is.
just Muslims.
Mhm.
Every human life is important. If this was happening in a European country, we would still be saying the same thing.
No, definitely. Just in terms of the idea itself, just to remind me, who thought of the idea of this campaign? Was it yourself or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you ever get to a point where you think, "Oh, sugar, what happened?" Where the likes just kept on coming through?
Hello?
Brother Sunny, are you still with us?
Oh, it just cut out. Yeah, what were you saying?
Sorry, I was gonna say, did you once you start seeing all the likes rack up and stuff? Did you ever think, "Oh, sugar, this is actually getting really serious, bro"? I would have stopped my phone, change numbers.
Yeah, the truth is, the most likes we've ever had on a post before that was 30,000 likes.
Wow.
So I thought, look, we've got 30,000 likes here. The maximum is going to go to is 60,000. I go, Chalo, 60,000, we're going to donate. Let's donate it. It's no problem.
Yeah.
And then I went to sleep at night and I woke up and it was about 100 and something thousand. And I was like, oh, subhanAllah, I can't believe it. Everybody wants to extort me today. But,
that was me. Kept liking on every single thing. I'm like, this guy's going to pay up.
Please. And all the boys sharing it. Everybody was sharing it. And, alhamdulillah, it is what it is, bro. Look, when you give to charity, it's not a loss. It's always a gain. I think people need to always remember that whatever money you do give to charity in our religion is told it will come back to you tenfold.
Yeah.
So it's never a loss, bro.
No, definitely.
Even if you give $1 million, it's going to come back to us, inshallah. If Allah wills, it will come back. So charity is never ever, you never lost the money.
No, definitely. And I hope our viewer at home and is, listening to this is advice, alhamdulillah, when it comes to charity, never be afraid to give. As long as it's within your means, etc. We never want to put you under duress.
Within your means, of course.
Yeah, no, definitely. Guys, for anyone who does have their own businesses, you guys could also think of little projects like this, something so small over social media, just a post.
Of course.
There was hardly any overheads involved. There was nothing really there for an investment setup. Just a post and boom, everything's, alhamdulillah, worked out, etc. But no, Sonny, thank you so much for sharing that story with us.
No problem, brother.
Sonny, I'm just going to move on because I know a few people were asking in terms of what is the typical day like of the brothers who own, the farmhouse, etc. Because it's such a massive establishment. What would you say your typical day is like?
Bro, we're just normal people, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, obviously running a business which, is a very restaurant especially, it's very hard. You're always hands-on. It's always busy. The minute you open your eyes, your phone is ringing. You've got loads of people to reply to. You've got loads of people to organize.
Yeah.
But you try and, as you get older, you want to have a more relaxed lifestyle, but it's very fast-paced.
Yeah.
You just got to wake up straight on it, keep the family happy, go here, go there, see what's going on here, go meet the accountant, there's so much, bro. We're actually doing a YouTube channel soon, so you'll be able to see more.
I was watching one of your podcasts. I think it was the Mindset podcast. Vic mentioned it, and you were like, "No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that." Vic was like, "No, we actually."
We started it now.
Is it started? Yeah, I'll follow this.
So the YouTube channel is going to be the Farmhouse Brothers.
Farmhouse Brothers, right?
And then after that, we're going to start doing it's going to be like a show.
Right.
So we're going to showcase what happens day to day, and we're going to just see how it goes. I think YouTube's the way forward.
Yeah.
As much as I don't like being on social media, I think we have to be on social media, and it's the best way to connect with our audience as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of our customers want to see the insights and behind the scenes. So, inshallah, we'll be showing all that.
Inshallah.
And, it'll be good.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because when I did actually watch that idea from you guys, I thought that actually definitely will work. You know, Hamza, especially when you get like celebs coming through, etc. You know, it's something different. But then it also shows the humbleness from you guys in terms of you guys still clean tables, you still at the front, inviting guests to come in, making sure that you're still the face of the restaurant. So that's not only for the wins, it's also for the losses too. So you want to be there protecting your staff. So, you know, Hamza, that's really good. Yeah.
A lot of people, when their businesses get successful, they start taking a step back, or there's always somebody in their ear saying, "Oh, you need to chill out. You need to take a back seat. You need to, have a few days off. You need to go on holiday." But you don't understand. You know, if you're actually running a business and you're running it properly, you're obsessed. You're obsessed with that business. That is your child.
Yeah.
And people, like, when you've invested so much time and energy and effort into a business, it's very hard to take a step back. It's very hard to, let a manager run it and walk away.
Yeah.
And I think that's the minute when you let a manager run it and walk away, that's when your business starts going down. Because nobody will run your business like you will run your business.
Yeah.
There's no heart in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, 100%. No, definitely. You're definitely correct on aspect. And, in that also mindset where you're putting the business first, how do you also then balance it with your personal? So, for example, your marriage, your kids, just doing the personal day to day. I'm guessing it must be difficult. Actually, it might be escape for you. You're thinking, no, I want to work. Wait, I need to get out.
Yeah, you know what? I love going to work.
Yeah,
I've got
I can
two
imagine.
kids. So I've got a 2-year-old and a 6-month-old. So alhamdulillah, it's the best thing ever, but it's so challenging trying to run a business and have a lot of staff members and build an empire, and then trying to keep the family happy as well. Trying to spend time with mom and dad, trying to spend time with the kids, trying to take them out here and there. So you just got to find the ultimate balance, and you have to give. I think your day has to be structured in such a way that certain hours given to the kids, and then these hours are for my business, and that's the only way I've found it easier. So I've tried to, it's almost like a rota for me, day in, day out.
I don't blame you, man. That's going to be one busy rota.
Bro.
I can't see no days off there, mate. I can't see no days off in the week.
Honestly, when I was younger and I wasn't married and no kids, I could do 16, 17-hour shifts.
Wow.
Day in, day out, and I would be on it 24/7. I just used to live and breathe. Restaurant, this, business, restaurant, properties, and just. But when you have wife and kids, then that's it, bro. It's game over. If you don't spend no time with them, you don't get breakfast in the morning. So, bit of a tough one.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah, and then the missus gets the little one on the phone. She says, "Oh, daddy, come home." Daddy, come home, and
Is that little manipulation tool, isn't it?
Manipulation, bro. What can you do?
Oh, man. Oh, no, that is brilliant. It's actually refreshing to hear some guys like you, live a normal life. Obviously, you guys are normal people, etc. But sometimes when you think of successful businessmen, you think, nah, they live in a different lifestyle. They have this on board. But now you're just down to earth, ain't you? You're just.
Of course, man. Look, it doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter how successful you become. Ultimately, nobody can raise your kids.
Yeah.
You have to raise them yourself, and your missus and you have to both raise them yourself. Otherwise, there's nothing worse than making money for 10, 15 years, and then you turn around and look at your kid and think, where have I spent the time?
Yeah.
All my time has been spent at this place when I was meant to be with the kids, raising them, teaching them, because ultimately they're going to inherit everything anyway.
Yeah, I remember you saying that on your podcast. You want to work hard now, so even the building, the property is worth. You were saying, you can pass it on to your children, and then it's up to them whether they want to carry on the restaurant trade or not, etc. But at least that's some sort of investments for them. That's what you're trying to build. So I'm gonna know that is definitely a great thinking to have. And Sunny, I was gonna say we got another minute and a half before. We're gonna bring it into the 60 seconds in the spotlight, quick fire round. We're not like any other podcast here. We're different, mate. We're all about Islam Radio here, and we're gonna put some fun aspect to this radio station so you remember us, especially when we pop it down. Okay. But before I do that, I just want to ask you one question. Right now in this position, obviously now looking back, the struggles, the laughter, the highs, the lows, the wins, the losses. What would you say is the most loved thing about this job now in your position? It's a hard one. It's a deep one, isn't it?
What's the most loved thing?
Yeah. What would you, if you just had to pick one thing?
I hate it, bro.
No way. Bro, let's
No,
swap. Let's swap.
I know
You could be on Facebook Live.
I do like it. I think ultimately you have to like what you do.
Exactly. Yeah.
The best thing about it is I see different faces every day,
Yeah.
and I get to socialize with a lot of people. I think that's what makes it fun,
Yeah.
because I get to socialize with everybody and talk to new faces and get to know new people from, like, Manchester, Bradford, London, Peterborough, everywhere.
Yeah.
So I see people every day is different in the restaurant game. So that's what I like. Because, in an office, you go there, you do the same thing day in, day out, day in, day out.
Yeah.
You are doing the same thing in restaurant, but you're meeting new people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's new
So
people,
that's what I
new,
like.
it's like new people, new stories, new backgrounds. So it's always something
Of course,
different
yeah, and,
in a
and
way.
if you've got a good team, that team becomes family as well.
Yeah. No, exactly. Exactly.
That's it.
No, that is
That's it.
perfect. No, thank you, Sunny. Sunny, now we're going to actually bring you on to that 60 seconds. I know I'll definitely be
Okay.
looking forward to it. Hopefully you be looking forward to it too.
Go on, then.
Right.
Let's see how it goes.
So 60 seconds in the spotlight, quick fire round. So guys, you listeners at home, we want you, the listener, to obviously take this on board. See how our guests kind of react under pressure when we ask some straightforward questions. So Sunny, are you ready? I've got the stop clock on right now in a few seconds.
I'm ready, bro. I was born ready. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do this. So Sunny, first question. Favorite food on the menu? Bear in mind, I'm going to be popping down soon to your place, so we'll be holding you to account, me and Brother Shaz.
Okay. Philly cheesesteak.
Right, Shaz. We're going for Philly cheesesteak, bro.
Yeah, Philly cheesesteak.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie? Rush Hour.
Okay. Favorite holiday you've been on?
Dubai. Everybody goes to Dubai, so Dubai.
All right. I thought you were actually going to say something like New York or something.
Nah,
Oh,
bro,
let's go.
I'm not that adventurous. Bro, you know what? You know how many holidays I've been on in my whole life? I've only been on holiday 5 times.
No way.
5 times, bro. I don't bother with the holidays, bro. It's like escaping from reality.
Yeah, no, that's fair play. No, that's fair play.
I'm trying to retire soon, so there'll be permanent holiday, inshallah.
Inshallah. You can get a house out in Dubai, so
Yeah,
it'd be brilliant.
that's what I'm doing. I'm planning on going out there, inshallah. So
Inshallah.
let's see how it goes.
What was your dream job as a kid?
Dream job as a kid, I wanted to be a estate agent.
Asia. Okay.
Yeah.
Person you trade play. I did not expect that, to be honest. I think it's something else.
It's a weird dream, but
It's a estate
that's
agent.
what I thought I was going to be able to be a estate agent.
You got a doctor, you got a lawyer, you got to be a estate agent. That's the one.
But you know what it is? I never wanted to be a doctor, lawyer, or
Yeah.
anything like that. I just want to be a estate agent.
Fair play. Person you trade places with for a day, fictional or non-fictional?
Non-fictional or fictional?
Yeah. So any person in the world, past, present, that you would pick.
I don't know, that's a bit of a sticky one. Non-fictional, so it could be like Superman.
It could be anyone. It could be anything.
I'll be Superman.
Superman. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Then at least you could go to your holidays in quick second. I'm back in it. Back before your restaurant opens.
Yeah.
That's the one, mate. Also, okay. Next, now we're going to switch it up. We're going to just add a bit more seriousness in the question. We've got 3 minutes left
Let's
before
go.
the show finishes. Would you rather have more time or more money?
More time.
More time. Okay. Biggest risk you ever took?
Farmhouse.
Yeah. Okay. Best compliment you ever got?
Best compliment. Oh, someone said to me I got nice eyebrows. That was about it.
Mate, I'm done, mate. I thought these guys, I'm gone. I know, bro. Oh, that's
the
brilliant.
best thing gets for me, bro.
I did not expect that. I didn't expect the estate agents. Oh, the eyebrow. Next time I'm going to come see you. I'm like, bro, remember
when you
me?
come see me, bro.
Worst piece of advice you ever got? It's probably be coming on this show. It'll be all right, innit?
Worst piece of advice? Oh, okay. Somebody once said to me, in your circle, chill with people who are less successful than you.
Right.
and because they'll appreciate you more. And I thought that was the worst advice he could never give me,
Yeah.
because I always like to, spend time with a lot of people who will motivate me and raise me higher. So that was the worst piece of advice I ever got.
Yeah, and that actually makes sense. No, definitely, that absolutely makes sense. So we've got, another 20 seconds. Actually, no, we are done with the quick fire round, Sonny.
Are we done? Are we done?
Yeah, we are actually done. I know I said it last week that we were going to start switching these questions up, etc. But you
I thought
actually,
you were going to hit me with some hard ones.
no, yeah. I think the estate agent really got me, bro. And those eyebrows, bro. I need to come down, check them out.
Yeah, what can I do? I got to be honest.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Sonny, you've been absolutely phenomenal on the show as a guest. I hope the listener has learned so much from you. I definitely have. My other guest, Shaz, also has. We're going to wrap up the show now. We've got a minute left. Alhamdulillah. Sonny, thank you so much.
Very much. Appreciate it. Come down to the restaurant.
Inshallah.
And message me, and inshallah we're going to look after you, man.
No, definitely. We are popping down for the Philly cheesecake, as you mentioned. You the listeners, definitely. Again, the farmhouse in Coventry, definitely do pop down. 400-seater, entertained by both brothers. Alhamdulillah, lovely people. You will not be disappointed at all. Alhamdulillah. Guys, we got 30 seconds left now to the show's finishing. Once again, special thank you to our guest, Sunny from the farmhouse, for coming on the show this evening, alongside my guest, brother Shaz. Guys, thank you for listening to me this evening. Do like and share also if you're watching on Facebook Live. This is your host, Shafeel. This is In the Spotlight. Good night, folks. Assalamu alaikum.